In November 2024, New Zealand passed one of the toughest gang laws in its history. A nationwide ban came into effect, making it illegal to wear gang patches or gang insignia in any public place. No ifs, no maybes, from leather jackets to t-shirts to dashboard displays. If it was a gang symbol, it's banned. Under the Gangs Legislation Amendment Act 2024, offenders can face up to 6 months in prison or a $5,000 fine. Police were given new tools, non-consorting orders, dispersal powers, and the ability to seize insignia on the spot. This was New Zealand drawing a line in the sand. But not everyone wearing a patch is part of a gang. Let's be clear about one thing. Tribal Nations Motorcycle Club is not a gang. They're a group of community-minded riders, a whānau-based organisation made up of men and women committed to kaupapa Māori, community service, and support for those who've walked tough roads. Their patch? It's not about turf, it's not about power, it's about purpose. They wear it not to provoke or posture, but to identify themselves when they do charity runs, suicide prevention work, and community support. It's their symbol of shared values, a kind of uniform of service. The Gangs Act 2024 defines gang insignia as signs, symbols, or representations of any criminal gang, including clothing, tattoos, or objects that signal gang membership. But here's the key point. The law applies to recognised gangs, groups with a documented history of criminal activity, violence, and intimidation. It does not apply to registered charities or motorcycle clubs that aren't involved in organised crime. Tribal Nations is not listed as a gang. It has no criminal designation, and its purpose is restorative, not destructive. So yes, under the law, they can still wear their patches. But just because you can do something doesn't always mean you should. When the law came into effect in November 2024, Tribal Nations MC made a decision. They wouldn't wear their patches publicly for several months. Not because they were scared, not because they had to, but out of respect. They didn't want to seem like they were thumbing their nose at anyone. It wasn't about protest, it was about reading the room, letting the dust settle, and showing mana. They waited until April 2025 to bring their patches back out into public view. Tribal Nations stepped out again, not to challenge other clubs, but to stand with their community with clarity and intention. For clubs like Tribal Nations, the patch isn't just fabric and stitching. It's a reminder of how far someone's come. It connects a brother in Ngaruawahia to a sister in Invercargill. It's part of a movement, a mission, a whānau. When they show up to a tangi, a fundraiser, a food bank, or a school, that patch tells the community, we're here and we've got your back. Taking that away wouldn't make people safer. It would just silence an organised group who are about lifting people up. Not everyone sees things in black and white though, and one club member was a little wary of the new laws. They said, I get the policy, I really do. Gang patches can intimidate, but I'd be loath to see the police overreach, to stop clubs like ours just because we ride. And that's the balance. Yes, reduce harm. Yes, disrupt gang intimidation. But don't silence community voices doing the work that government often doesn't. Not all patches are the same. Some represent crime, some represent hope. Some divide, others unite. Tribal Nations MC is one that's out there doing the work, quietly, respectfully, and with aroha. Their patch doesn't make them dangerous, it makes them visible. And in a world full of silence and stigma, that visibility matters.